It's time for the greatest athleticism you've ever seen in your life. The pros and the leagues are shaking in their boots. With all the videos out there of talented bowlers showing their stuff, there's this series, as it is now time to watch me suck at bowling. Welcome to June's edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling, coming to you from Mohegan Bowl in Webster, Massachusetts, or as I like to call it, Emmanuel Lewistown. If you don't get it, Google it. Anyway, here's the building. Apparently has a pub, an ice cream, and apparently they also have laser tag and an arcade, although coming soon, the tag thing. So here's the building with the giant bowl sign over the main door. That door no longer there. At one point it was either just Tenpin or candlepin, and now both are available. And if things go well, then we will do both the candles and the Tenpin. So let's go inside and see what we got. Here's where you get your snacks, and yes, not only do they play music, but they also play music videos. Yay! Anyway, there's the candlepin lanes, and there's 6 10-pin lanes. We do both of those. And of course over here, this is where you pay and get your rental shoes if need be. Here's the Redemption Center where you cash in your tickets from the arcade. And over here we can probably play the sound a little bit, but we're not. World's largest Space Invaders. Haven't seen one of those before. Anyway, once again, better view of the prizes, the Redemption Center. Then back to the bowling. And not only are they playing music in music videos, it's glow-in-the-dark crap. Then you get your ATM and vending machines over here, the restrooms, and the laser tag was under construction when we came here, so it wasn't quite ready. And this is the stuff we will be doing, and we will be back momentarily. It's hard to see because it's dark, but we will be bowling on lane number 9. And guess what we have? Automatic scoring! Boo! We know how much I love that. Anyway, we are set up and are ready to go. Speaking of scoring, let's review the highs and lows as of this point. In candlepin, I can't really say this is a fluke anymore because I've come close to this score quite a few times lately. And it's the 136. Second closest was 134 at the same place that the 136 was achieved, Putnam Lanes. And I came close at New Palace with a 126. As for the 44, that was done at Mason's. That was just an awful run. As for duckpin, we haven't done that all that much, and we got a somewhat respectable 118 for a high score. And the low is surprisingly as high as it is, the 65. I've come close to it several times, but did not reach it. And then there's Tenpin. We've reached average ability, hitting a 150, and trying the two-handed approach without a towel and a very slippery bowling ball, not removing lane oil, 26. That's not a typo. Anyway, those are the highs and lows as of this point. Of course, WMS is proud to sponsor the hit candlepin TV show King of the Palace. Watch good people instead of this stuff. On YouTube, which you're probably watching this on, just search for King of the Palace and enjoy. And if you like it, go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes and hit that subscribe button. And now, back to the action. Now it's time to look at the condition of the house balls. And it's really hard to do in the dark, but there's a nasty gouge in that one. Bad. That one's alright. That one's pretty good. A little gouge in that one. One's okay. That one's alright. This is a different one. And that one's great. Wonder if it's actually abandoned. Those are okay, and that one's pretty good too. But we don't use those. We use the Epco urethane balls. The only thing professional about the bowling on this show. And now it's time for those famous words you've been waiting for. It's now time to watch me suck at bowling.
Frame 1, ball 1.
Due to the music videos, you'll be staring at pin cam most of the time. And we start off with the Cagliari left, which is the 4 horsemen left and the 9.
Ball 2.
Of course, the audio's mostly muted due to the music in the background. You figured that one out by now. And another 2.
Ball 3.
If we hit the head pin on the right, we could possibly get the 10. Let's see. And we get 8.
Frame 2, ball 1. So far, AMF hasn't screwed up.
It actually shortchanged me on ball 1 and gave me an extra pin on 2, so it messed up. Not bad.
Ball 2.
This is a very makeable spare, and some very helpful wood on the left. And we got the spare. After 2, we got a decent 8 box in frame 1 and a spare in 2. So far, we've got a total of 18. And there's the pin setter for you people that like that stuff.
Frame 3, ball 1. El Stinko the bonus ball.
How much will the bonus be? Will it be good or will it be the usual? El Stinko lives up to its name. It's a 1.
Ball 2. El Stinko delivers.
The only good thing about taking out the corner of the building, still a very makeable spare.
Ball 3. Watch me suck rolls, minor lobs, we let live.
That is, if you can even see the lob line. It's so dark it's nearly invisible. Bowler cam makes it look much brighter than what it really is. And 8.
Frame 4, ball 1. This is the same automatic scoring that the bowling busters have to deal with, by the way. And the same one at Mohegan Bowladrome.
So far, an error that it made came out in the wash in the end. So far, so good.
Ball 2.
Only reason I didn't catch the scoring system screw up, I failed to check each throw.
Ball 3.
That spare is not as makeable as the previous. That piece of wood could be a roadblock. Swing and a miss. It's an 8. Those 2 frames weren't too bad. A pair of 8s in each. We are now at a total of 35.
Frame 5, ball 1.
So far, the score's not that bad. This could be a pretty good game.
Ball 2.
It's amazing how I get the hardest pins first. Doesn't help the score, though.
Ball 3.
If we could only hit that very elusive head pin. And that's one interesting way to get the 10.
Frame 6, ball 1. Those pins fell too late. Had to fix the score.
All automatic scoring systems are that way. If the pins fall too late, they're not going to count them.
Ball 2.
I'm telling you, I can find the 2 toughest pins, and I can't find the easiest ones.
Ball 3.
The 2 and 7, a baby split and a piece of wood that will not help. And the baby split survives, another 8. 5 and 6 didn't go too badly either. We got a 10 and 5 and an 8 and 6. We are at 53. It's still a good game.
Frame 7, ball 1.
At least it's not the corner of the building this time around.
Ball 2.
Very makeable spare, piece of wood that can help. Let's see what happens. Everything but that elusive head pin. Go figures.
Ball 3.
The easiest pin to hit in the game, it's my hardest. Let's see if we can actually hit it. None of the wood will help, it's all too far back. And the bowling god's middle finger remains for 9.
Frame 8, ball 1.
So far the score still isn't all that bad, even though we only got 1 mark in this game. And we are left with the 4 horsemen and a piece of wood that apparently might help.
Ball 2, 4 horsemen left.
We have a wide range to hit the head pin and that piece of wood if we miss it. The piece of wood did the job for the spare. Those 2 frames went very well. We got the 9 and 7, and we hit that piece of wood behind the 4 horsemen just right to get the spare. So far we've got a 72.
Frame 9, ball 1. Wasn't that dumb luck? El Stinko.
That's right, it's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Hopefully it'll do better than 1. That head pin's wobbling, but it just won't go. 5.
Ball 2, late pinfall. Had to fix the score again.
El Stinko delivered an okay 5 with an okay leave.
Ball 3, at least El Stinko was okay.
3 of the 4 horsemen right still there. Somewhat makeable. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Bowling god's middle finger still remains for 9.
Frame 10, bowling.
Let's see if we can finish this pretty good game on a high note. Yeah.
Ball 2.
That gap will make things a little bit harder. It's still doable, though. There we go. Get that lonesome pin out of the way.
Ball 3.
Look at all those pins in the middle and on the right. Maybe we could hit some of those. Just a thought. The head pin and the reverse half-wister left remains for 7. That game was not that bad at all. In fact, here's the score. It is a 93. Couple of spares, 1 El Stinko, 1 that wasn't all that bad. And that's this episode of Watch Me Suck at Bowling. From Mohegan Bowladrome in Emmanuel, Lewistown, this is Georgia551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.